Let's get into it. Love Island Season 7. What a tangled web we weave, but at the same time, it's pretty much over. That's it. I think everybody was kind of waiting for this reunion to kind of get everything off their chest, allegedly. Some people waited till after the reunion, which I think is funny. So, right before the reunion, they showed us this awkward interview where a couple of the couples were together and Huda was there. So you're like, oh, everybody's talking. You could feel the tension, and you see that Shelly and Ace are kind of being cold to Huda. You know what I mean? For the most part, everybody else is kind of playing it cool, not really making it too obvious. They made it so hot that they were still beefing. And then Ace said something like, I just think it's crazy how people stood on business or started saying stuff when they got out of the... And clearly he was directing that shade towards Huda. So she was like, so give an example. And he said, we'll see for the reunion. So cool. The reunion came. It almost seemed like every time he stood on business, he was putting somebody on blast. Or he was outing something that somebody said. Like, it never really felt like he was actually standing on business, as it did that he was snitching. Shelly also didn't look the best because they played a extendo clip of Huda and the whole conversation about bringing Chris back to the house, and it kind of helped Huda's case in that she was very clear, very open and apparent about what was going on. I'm still a little confused at why Shelly was confused, because what did you think? You were bringing both of them back? Now, we know that Shelly has been open about having polyamorous relationships, but Ace has been open that he doesn't. So I don't know why you thought Chris was going to come with you, or you thought Chris shouldn't come. These are the mind-blowy kind of things, because it's like, Shelly, we get it, okay? You like Chris, and your point that you're trying to make is Huda brought Chris for herself, but made it sound like it was for you. Yeah. She said it was for both of y'all so that you could explore it. But she knew damn well you like Ace anyway. So what did you want? Just say, Huda, I wanted you to go home and have nobody. Because that's what it sounds like. That's what it's giving, sis. And we keep trying to beat around the bush here. This has nothing to do with racism. This is catty bitches, okay? I've been around enough catty bitches to know. And you know what's the worst catty bitch? The quiet one. The one that sits back and is like, I just think that you were mean, and how can you say we bullied you? How you gonna bully somebody into taking it back that you were bullying them? You bullied this girl, and then you're saying, tell everybody that I wasn't bullying you. Nothing worse than a mean girl trying to pretend she's all nice and sweet and just to further mean girl you. It's kind of weird. So aside from that, I wish I could have been able to defend them, but Nicolandria, I didn't like how she handled the stand on business challenge, because I felt like she was just snitching on everybody. Shelly's talking the girl thing, but you're chilling with Sierra. And not only was there the whole racist stuff about Sierra, if you want to scream about racist issues, but Sierra should be mad at Nicolandria, right? Because she took her man. Am I bugging? But anyway, so let's talk about this, right? So the reunion comes, doesn't even get that serious. Chris is still really feeling some type of way about Huda. Charlie stood the fuck on business. Charlie came there and was like, what's good? Why y'all did this? This is called Love Island, and y'all was playing me. And it was apparent that the rules were a little... Austin had made a good point. I think he said something to Ace about, like, this is the monster you design, or this is the game you design. It was weird to me how you were not supposed to love on Love Island. Like, if you were too lovey-dovey like Jeremiah was in the beginning, then you're not playing the game right. Charlie, who did have a connection, got sent home. I don't know. It was just weird things, right? And then now we get on this Taylor thing. So now I felt bad for Taylor, because he really was finding love and was playing the game the right way. And people were mad at him because they didn't agree and thought that he should just forced to be with Nicolandria. Turns out he really was forced. Word on the Ace playground was that there were influences above that kind of pushed that connection, right? And these same influences forced Ace to stand behind Huda. So now what I'm thinking is either Ace doesn't care about being sued or an NDA, or the NDA said that at least wait till the reunion to not talk crazy and out some things, because today Ace did his first big interview. He's been avoiding the spotlight, avoiding interviews, and he just went balls to the wall with basically saying Nick and Alondria are fake, that Nick said there is no sparks, that Taylor was forced to like Alondria, and the other part was that when it was time to send people home, that Love Island basically tells you who to stand next to and where to stand to, because they asked him why didn't he let Huda hug him or give him a handshake when he stood behind her, and he was on some because this ain't about you. I mean, it was, if they wanted her to stay on the show, but I feel like he kind of ruined it for me. I feel like he just told me Santa Claus isn't real. Like, we know, but come on. I don't know what he was trying to prove there, but he damn near exposed everything. I don't know how Alondria is going to take this. I don't know how Shelly and Alondria's friendship is going to take this. I don't know if he got hands and he's able to fight his way out this. I do enjoy watching him and Austin go back and forth. It's a little funny to me, but I just feel like, the world loved Ace when he was doing these nice things on social media and teaching people how to dance. And I know he's a little upset of how his character is being portrayed. But let's face it, if this is who you are, then this is who you are. And I kind of like to see people for who they are so I can tell who's who. So, shout out to Charlie. Shout out to, I wanted to love Shelly, but the fact that she's so, sneakily, underhandedly, finessedly like Ace, they belong together. But let's not forget that Shelly is bisexual, and Shelly likes polyamorous relationships, and Shelly's going to get tired of Ace's shit. That's what I think. That's my little Duchess prediction, is that she's going to want something else. He's pretending he wants to settle down. That's not what he wants. This isn't what she wants. Nick and Alondria, yeah, they might like making out with each other, but this was a power move. They're definitely going to make some other boss moves. I can't wait to see who actually does something amazing with their life moving forward. I hope Charlie gets movie roles. I hope Zach with the K doesn't get anything, because I really liked him until they said, until he fell asleep on camera and they said what his real motives were. The tea with Brian and Amaya, I want to say is hot, but it's not. Congratulations, Brian. You played yourself. Your 15 minutes of fame is going to go like this, and Amaya Papaya is going to be with football. And I'm not going to lie, as tough as I may seem, a little rough around the edges, I cried for little Miss Hannah. When Hannah started crying, and that's a feeling that girls really feel deeply with, not knowing if, the group of females you're around is talking shit. Are they being nice? Are they being genuine? So when she broke down, I kind of broke down. I got a lot of love for Iris. I really like Jade. Jade was kind of cool. I like that she kind of called Austin out on her shit. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see next season. We got some Love Island games. I want to see how the guys are going to handle this. What's the media press run going to be? Because it's like Ace kind of ruined it for Olandria. Nick, you could say you don't like Nick, but what you really did was just sit it on your homegirl that you just went out to dinner with. But I told you I didn't like the little guy. That's on that.